Everybody knew it was gonna come down to this. United States, Jamaica, the women's 4x100m relay. It's always those two. Doesn't matter what country shows up with a nice squad. When it's relay night under the lights, it's red, white and blue versus green, yellow and gold. And this time in Budapest, you could feel it before they even lined up. Team USA made 2 swaps from the semis. They kept the opening 2 legs the same. Tamari Davis was starting, just 20 years old, making her world's debut. And TT Terry, who anchored them to gold in Eugene the year before, took the second leg. But the big moves, Gabby Thomas came in on third. And anchoring the whole thing was Sha'Carri Richardson, the 100m world champion, the face of USA sprinting right now. If there was ever a squad that could deliver gold clean, this was the one. Jamaica rolled out legends. Back at the starting line, Tamari Davis looked calm, no nerves. She gets the gun, explodes out, and does her job. Quick, efficient, smooth. Her job wasn't to win the race right there, just to keep them in it and get that baton clean to TT Terry, which she did, and that's where it got serious. Because on the backstretch, TT Terry had to hold off Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, 36 years old, a 5-time Olympian, 10-time world champion, one of the greatest ever, period, and she was flying. You could see it, but TT didn't panic. She didn't look left, didn't tighten up, she just stayed locked in and kept moving. That leg alone might have saved the race. Then came Gabby Thomas, third leg, the curve, probably the trickiest part of the entire relay. That baton comes in fast and the pass has to be on point. Gabby gets it clean and hugs the curve tight. She's coming off a silver medal in the 200, so you already know she's locked in. But Sasha Lee Forbes from Jamaica was right there with her. No one flinched. Now we're at the final exchange. Sha'Carri Richardson waiting out wide. Shericka Jackson inside. The 100m champ versus the 200m champ. Training partners, rivals, world-class closers, and the only thing between gold and silver. Gabby slaps the stick into Sha'Carri's hand, and Sha'Carri is gone. She didn't hesitate. She didn't even look back. She just took off like she had a rocket strapped to her back. Shericka grabs her baton a second later, and she's chasing now. The entire stadium rises. But something was different. Sha'Carri didn't fade. She didn't tie up. She didn't give Shericka a single inch. Every step she took, the lead stayed exactly where it was. Shericka was working, pushing like crazy, but it wasn't closing. And that's what changed everything. Because normally, you expect Shericka to reel somebody in. You expect the anchor to be a thriller. But Sha'Carri, she just locked it down. No drama, no comeback, just control. That wasn't just a gold medal. That was a clean, dominant, pressure-tested win over a fully loaded Jamaican team that did nothing wrong. Jamaica came in second. No mistakes, no dropped sticks, no bad passes. They just got outrun. And when that happens, you can't really say anything. They ran their race, but Sha'Carri Richardson ran them out of the stadium. What makes it wild is this wasn't even a perfect relay. Tamari almost ran up too far on TT Terry. Gabby had a sharp curve to deal with, but it didn't matter. They held it together, they didn't flinch. And when the baton got into Sha'Carri's hands, it was already over. And look, this isn't just about one win. This is about a rivalry that's been going back and forth for 2 decades. USA versus Jamaica, trading golds, trading headlines. Every time they race, it's personal. This was just one chapter. The second that baton crossed the line, everything flipped. The US women didn't just win the 4x100m relay. They shut it down. They took control of a rivalry that's been hanging over their heads for years and didn't leave anything for the debate table. And still, you could see it in Shericka Jackson's face. She wasn't mad. She was already thinking about the next one. Jamaica's reaction wasn't shock. It was frustration because they knew they ran well. No fumbles, no bad passes. The stick was clean all the way. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce delivered her usual second leg brilliance. Sasha Lee did her job. Shericka gave everything she had. But they just couldn't break the wall that was Team USA that night. And it wasn't lost on anyone that this might have been Shelly-Ann's last world championship. She's 36, a 3-time Olympic champion, 15 world medals, 10 golds. Her last 4x100m relay leg might have just ended with a silver. But even in silver, her legacy is untouchable. That second leg she ran, still cold, still explosive, still classic Shelly. She didn't lose that race. She passed the torch. And the woman catching it? Sha'Carri Jackson. She's the one now, the anchor, the closer, the name everyone expects to carry the baton into the next generation for Jamaica. And after what happened in Budapest, you know she's already thinking about the rematch. But across the track, Team USA was glowing. It was loud, it was messy, and it was deserved. Because this wasn't a lucky win, this was a full team job. 4 women who each did their part. Tamari Davis didn't look like a rookie. TT Terry handled one of the greatest ever without cracking. Gabby Thomas, off back-to-back days of racing, pulled off a clean, tight third leg. And then Sha'Carri Richardson finished it, period. But people were waiting to see if Sha'Carri could deliver when it wasn't just about her. No solo spotlight, no individual medals, just team execution, pressure-packed baton passes. She answered that question loud. The pass wasn't perfect. Gabby gave it to her at the edge of the zone. Jamaica was right there, but Sha'Carri didn't panic. She opened up, hit the straight, and ran with that calm fire she's been carrying all season. Her form held, her speed hit, and Sha'Carri, as fast as she is, just couldn't get it back. That alone says a lot. Sha'Carri Jackson is one of the few sprinters alive who can usually catch people. She's got that late phase gear that swallows gaps, but not this time. Not against Sha'Carri, and not when the baton hits the hand with the lead already there. After the race, the interviews told the story. Sha'Carri was locked in. She didn't brag, she didn't throw shade, just talked about execution, teamwork, and trust. We all had a common goal, she said. And the goal was to win. Simple, no drama, just results. Gabby called it a dream. TT Terry was glowing. Tamari Davis was almost in shock, like the moment hadn't fully hit her yet. And it's wild to think this same US squad came into the season with all kinds of questions about chemistry and consistency. All that got wiped out in 41.03 seconds. What makes it even better? This wasn't a fluke. They beat Jamaica head-to-head, with everyone running at a high level. Sha'Carri had just dropped the second fastest 200 meters in history the night before. Shelly-Ann came in fresh and still looked deadly, and yet it wasn't enough. And now, the next chapter's already loading. The Olympic year's coming. Paris is sitting right there on the horizon, and you know Jamaica's gonna come back swinging. Sha'Carri's gonna fine-tune that last leg. Brianna Williams might be back. Elaine Thompson-Herah could pop up again. You never know, that depth pool is deep. But the US isn't standing still either. Tamari just got started. Sha'Carri's confidence is sky high. Gabby's found her rhythm, and if this squad sticks together, they could start doing what Jamaica used to do, win consistently, because that's what made the Jamaicans so dangerous for so long. It wasn't just that they had fast women, it was that they showed up year after year with clean passes and clutch moments. That's what the US has been missing, but in Budapest, they finally got it, and now it's personal again. No more quiet handshakes, no more predictable results. The rivalry is fully alive, and the only thing scarier than a dominant Jamaican team is a confident, clean, hungry Team USA. The next 4x100 m relay is going to be war. And this time, Sha'Carri's not just in the fight, she's leading it.